Hey, good Wednesday evening, everybody. It's August 14th, 2024. I'm Chief Meteorologist Tim Pandages. Here's your tropical update on Ernesto, which has now climbed to Category 1 hurricane as it lifts north of Puerto Rico after bringing some pretty big impacts to Puerto Rico, U.S. and British Virgin Islands in the way of flash flooding, very heavy rainfall, and some gusty winds as well. The storm does continue to strengthen. It's a Category 1 at the moment, but likely to become a major hurricane, which is Category 3 or greater. The next land threat up is going to be Bermuda. The next few days, it will be out over the open waters of the Atlantic. No threat immediately to land, but likely this weekend heading towards Bermuda, bringing some big-time impacts. Here's how it looks on satellite imagery. Hurricane Ernesto, 80-mile-per-hour winds with gusts up to 90. Now moving northwest at 16, so pulling away from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. It is now situated far enough to the east of Turks and Caicos that not really bringing them much in the way of impacts. Maybe some breezy conditions, but it will be pulling even farther north of you there. Out over the open water for the next few days, and then as it does so, it's over very warm, very deep water, so it will intensify. And you can even see here over the past couple of loops with the satellite imagery, this is the infrared, and when we see the bursts of white there, those are very cold cloud tops, meaning the thunderstorm activity is stronger. And we see bursts of that, so intensification is ongoing with Ernesto. Here's the track of it, moving off to the north, strengthening, becoming a Category 3 potentially by Friday afternoon, winds of 115 miles per hour. And right where that second 2 is right there, Bermuda is right under there by Saturday afternoon, looking to be possibly making landfall on Bermuda. Now, I will tell you, it is hard to get a storm to make a direct hit or a landfall on Bermuda. Very small island, very large ocean. It's only happened, it's very rare. I would say the last time it happened, I believe, was 2020 with Hurricane Paulette. So it's been a while. It's in the cards for Ernesto to make landfall on Bermuda. We'll see if that happens, though. It may just skim by either to the east or to the west. It is significantly off to the east, off the eastern seaboard. So no direct threat to the U.S. East Coast. However, indirect threats in the way of big swells coming on in, high rip current risk beginning later this week, lasting right through early next week. And there could even be some isolated spots of some coastal erosion, especially as it gets farther to the north off of the New England coastline. Models in terms of where it's going, pretty good consensus here now. We're seeing clustering pretty much along the entire track, meaning models are much more in agreement than where they were, say, 2 days ago when we had a very large spread east to west. It's narrowed, pretty much honing right in on Bermuda. Here's the GFS and European model as we go on through the rest of the week. Here it is strengthening. Look at the European and GFS, pretty much right on top of each other. GFS has it potentially landfalling on Bermuda. The European is just off towards the west there with the center of circulation, but it would put Bermuda on the dirty side with the strongest winds, highest storm surge threat. So that would be a worse track if it's just to the west of Bermuda. We'd rather see it go off to the east, and they would be on the cleaner side of the storm. It lifts to the north in the North Atlantic, a threat to Atlantic Canada, maybe Nova Scotia, the eastern portions of it, and then heading up towards St. John. So that's the latest on Ernesto, likely to become a major hurricane in the next 48 hours. If you have any questions on it, you can find me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, and on TikTok. We'll see you again tomorrow.